Welcome to Crown Radio Station's Real Talk. I'm your host, Dani B. Get ready to dive deep into candid conversations with your favorite Christian creatives. We'll explore their struggles, how they trusted God through setbacks, and so much more. And stay locked in as we go ball for ball with today's leading Christian hip-hop artists, revealing the inspiration behind their lyrics and their journey. You already know what it is. It's Real Talk, the source for all things Christian creative, with your girl, Dani B. Let's go. Got my boy Brisco in the room from Miami, Florida. Stand up. You already know what it is. 305. Brother, how you doing?
Man, I'm blessed, man. I'm blessed. I'm blessed, my sister.
Hey, man. Well, we thank you for taking some time out to rock with your girl and get in the room. And we just going to have a conversation because we know you got this song out called Blessings with Otis Kemp.
Fell in love with a feeling, prepared for the come up, prayers manifesting, hugs from a mother, eyes on the sun, working till I sweat, plans for my children, everybody blessed her, gangster gospel, went there, been there, time don't wait, in the world don't play fair, dear Lord, I receive it.
We're going to get straight into the conversation. Let's talk about this project. How did it come about?
For those that don't know, me and Otis Kemp are po' boys. That's when Otis was doing the secular music. Y'all like to say the secular music. So when he was on his gangster, when he was doing his street stuff, we was a clique. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So he led the prayers. He taught a lot of us how to pray. You know what I'm saying? He was always like special, and his father had a church. His mom had a church, so we always like looked up to him when it came to that. You know what I'm saying? Along with Flo Rida, Flo Rida, his whole family in the church too. So we was and then he used to call himself Jabez. So he changed his name and started doing gospel music. So, I went to prison. I got big. I was signing Cash Money, so I was getting big in the secular music and that world right there.
Right.
But he was doing the gospel music, and after I got out of prison, you know what I'm saying, that's where I found God at. I found God in prison. You know what I'm saying, and because that's all I had. You know what I'm saying. So when I got out, I started back doing my music and everything. I was on Love and Hip Hop. Just getting back into the groove of things, and when Otis pulled back up, he still was doing his. He wasn't really doing his gospel. He was just, trying to find his way and coming back, getting back with the homies and stuff like that, and he started back doing it.
Wow.
As soon as he started back doing it, his first record, I think Daily Bread and his records got big. He just started growing. You know what I'm saying? God was just took over for him.
Yeah.
I was working with some producers, and I had this record done by Taz Production, by the Regime. I had the record. I did a verse to the record, and I didn't want to give it to him because I'm like, I don't want him to take my record. This record big. but I thought about it some more. And was like, this is my brother. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And what better way to be ushered into the game? You know what I'm saying? Than with somebody that's actively doing it. So I gave him the record, and he like, yo, you know what this is? I'm like, of course I did it. I know. I know I did. I know what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He was like, what's that sample? I'm like, we made it. You know what I'm saying?
Come on with it.
So it just was a great record, and these type of records grow legs on their own, and they when they get bigger and bigger. So I'm just here for the ride, and even on my Instagram page, everything I've been posting, the gospel stuff I've been posting.
Yeah.
If you scroll back down, you're gonna get a little ghetto.
Yeah.
So I think like God is using me to bridge that gap. I come from an era where church was boring. I come from an era where, it was so judgy on the pastor, who the pastor, you know what I'm saying? I don't care who the pastor is. I heard some word in here, you know what I'm saying? And I'm coming in here to get some words. So when I come in, I'm asking the questions like, I don't care about who the pastor. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right,
I just
right.
want to hear the word. I'm deep in the word, and I have missionaries and pastors in my family. You know what I'm saying? I was raised in
Mm-hmm.
church too.
Yeah.
So when I always use the excuse, like I'm Jonah, I'm running. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? I
yeah, yeah,
always use
yeah.
that excuse, like I'm one of them Jonahs, like I know what God want me to do, but I'm running, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think I know what I'm supposed to be doing. I think for
Mm-hmm.
God, and I think I'm supposed to be
Mm-hmm.
ushering people to God. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
think that's what Tupac could have did. That's what Tupac
Mm.
could have did. And that's what a lot of these influential artists right now could do.
Right, right,
You know what I'm saying?
right.
Because everybody will follow Jay-Z wherever he go. You know what I'm saying? We'll follow Plies wherever he go. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So
Yeah.
I just think that I think I was called to it. I'm receiving it. I'm new
Mm-hmm.
to it. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? I don't want no smoke when it comes to it.
Yeah.
I just wanna be, you know what I'm saying? I just want God to use me however he used me. You know what I'm saying? If
Amen.
he gotta use me at a crack house, I'm with it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I think we just like we're not knowledgeable of the chain of command and how everything go in the New and the Old Testament. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Which I have. You know, our people, the
Mm-hmm.
gangsters, the ghetto, they go to the New Testament.
Mm-hmm.
Because the Old Testament is an old read. It's a hard read.
Mm-hmm.
You
It
get what I'm
can be.
saying?
Yes, sir.
So you need one of those. You need one of those aunties and one of those grandmas that can break it down to you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think that that's what I can be. I can be one of those catalysts and one of those people who can start it off and can bring the real to church. So when I go to church, I wear all my jewelry. I wear my AP. I wear my jewelry. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
This what God did for me. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I go to church by the Glade.
Okay.
You know what
Okay.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Shouts out to David and Lisa. You know what I'm saying? Pastor David and the First Lady Lisa. Like,
Mm-hmm.
that's what I think the bridging of the gap. It has to be a bridging of the gap. That's what I've been doing with the record with Otis. It's everything new to me. You know what I'm saying? It's new. This is my first
Yeah.
time ever being on a Christian radio station. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right. I
So,
know. Yeah. One of the things I know you talked about was like, and I want to kind of get into this, like when you said you really was finding God in prison, right?
yeah,
I want you to kind of step us through what that experience was and what it was for you, because there's a lot of people who they get church hurt. And when they get church hurt, it's like, I'm good. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And certain
uh-huh,
circumstances either can draw people or run them away.
right,
But God will find you anywhere, baby. You know what I'm saying? He'll
right,
he'll
right,
he'll find you. And I think we all have that testimony of when we really just got pulled up and God was like, "Come on, I want to show you
right,
something
right.
different." Share with us what that looked like for you. Was it exactly in the prison, or like what was that process for you when
I
God
mean,
met you?
I had my dad, my
Mhm.
dad, when we got in trouble, my dad would say, go get that Bible, put your hand on the Bible. That's how you'll
Mm.
tell if we was lying or not. So
Mm.
I'm scared of God. I was always
Mm.
scared of God. I had to fear God. You know what I'm saying? Before
Yeah.
I ate some bag of potato chips, I pray. Before
Yeah.
we eat, I'll make sure we pray. Even if I'm eating, I'll pray with it in my mouth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So always just been scared of God. And like when I got to prison, it's
Hmm.
like I did so many worldly things
Yeah.
that landed me in prison. I was just trying to keep up with the Joneses. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? I'm this rapper Brisco. I'm really good in Miami. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? So people, they put me on this poster and this billboard to say I'ma make it. When them people see you on this billboard and see you on the side of these rap vehicles, and I was still in the pits of the ghetto. So I did things, you know what I'm saying? I was out there scamming. I was out there doing all type of other things that landed me in prison.
Yeah.
Once you in prison, it's something that comes over you and that you're by yourself. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
If you're an introvert, that's a great place for you to be. You know what I'm saying? And
Right. Right.
and I went through, spiritually and mentally, I went through all of the turns because
Hmm.
everything was snatched from me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm this clean man. I'm like so sanitary, but I have to put on some boxes that been in this system for 20 years.
Wow.
I gotta put on this uniform. I'm deprived of a woman's touch. You know what I'm saying? I'm around all
Yeah.
these men.
Yeah.
I I say, man, if he asks me how many years I got, how much time I got 3 to his 30.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I found God, and it was a guy named Arthur Lee Harmon. He from West Palm Beach.
Okay.
He taught me how to pray. He broke the Bible down. Dog had a mouthful of goals in his mouth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
He's the dude that just climbed out your window. You hear what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That man taught us how to prostrate. That man was a dictionary and taught us different words in the Bible. You know what I'm saying, about what affliction mean and
Yeah.
and how to prostrate. You know what I'm saying? The
Mm-hmm.
first, we was in the chapel. I was at the FDC Miami,
Mm-hmm.
and we was in the chapel, and he made us prostrate on the floor. He turned all the lights off. And we laid on the floor with our arms out, and he just wanted us to think. Everybody in there was crying. He didn't say nothing. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't praying or nothing. Everybody in there was crying because nobody got a chance. All of us that was in there, nobody had a chance to listen to themselves. We so busy running into the world, and I gotta get this so I can look good for her. Or I gotta do this so I can fit in with them. And I just think that we lose ourselves. So in prison, I was by myself. They called me Mr. Mitchell. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I'm in prison, but they calling me Mr. Mitchell. Why? You get what I'm saying? I don't get it.
Right.
And you know what I'm saying? And they fed me on time, and they clothed me, and they I never understood it. So I said, you know what? This what made me get in the Bible. I said, dog, who are they to lock us up? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My dog said, hey, listen, you could go to 30th chapter of Genesis of the Bible. When the Bible first started, they threw Joseph in prison. It says that he went to prison.
Yes.
So yeah, like really, like, you know, you can circumvent and try to get around. You can't get around the word.
There you go. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that always been my you know, the first thing when somebody get into something bad, the first thing they say, oh my God. You the first person you call, you know what I'm saying?
Talk about it, right?
So when Beth Bloom, that white lady, looked on top of her glasses and gave me them 5 years in prison, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And she said, I want you to get out. She said, I want you to get out, and I want you to get back to rapping. I want you to get back to your career and feed your family. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That dog sunk me away. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Man. But I'm good. Cause my body in here, D, but my mind and my spirit, I'm out on the streets. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I just thank God that happened to me. Like, that was like one of the best things that happened to me, because that pulled me in and showed me that the world is just like a mirage, it's fake. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it don't hug and it don't kiss you. You know what I'm saying? I tell my kids the world ain't gonna hug or kiss you. You know what I'm saying?
It sure won't. That's good. And I think one of the other piece of it, because you was talking about just bridging that gap, you know, between like the church and I guess like the neighborhood, really honestly, because a lot of times people will you run into people, and my pastor just did a sermon on just like people kind of just they say they righteous, but they not. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's be real, right? And and that's the season, you know, that we're in. It's just like, just be real about who you are in Christ, because you could show up on the outside, like, you know what I'm saying, but you're not fooling nobody, because the Lord knows what you want. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to bridging that gap, what does that look like for you, being that bridge for those two the church and the neighborhood?
I mean, I think we know we all fall short of God's glory, and I think that the judging is the kryptonite. That's the repellent.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because we have done things, the ratchet things and the messed up things. You know what I'm saying? But I think the judging of it. I think the because you come from that. We come from that era of church where you want to walk up there, but you just embarrassed and ashamed. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I like about Church by the Glaze, because you want to get baptized. We could take you around the corner. You know what I'm saying? We could take you up the street around the corner. Nobody won't see you. We can give you a change of clothes. You can do it right now.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I just think that just the embarrassment, looking cool, being cool.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I just think that's what it is. I think it's the Instagrams, the social medias, and the perception that other people want that you want other people to have of you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I just think it's a cool thing. I think and I think what it would look like is that we got to just stop like putting that judgment on. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And because the church talk more than the shade room sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
we just need to bridge that gap from just keeping it real, and we all make mistakes, and
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Don't be condemning people and damning them to certain things. And I just think because when I come in, I'm
Mm-hmm.
coming in. I'm coming in hot, and I'm coming in dirty, and I'm coming in with this muck and all this corrosion from what I've been going through. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And people have the backsliders. We have the people that relapse, and people that
Yeah.
we just need the people to know that you can always come back to God no matter
Yeah.
what. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's what scares me with my kids, because I want my boys to know that it's wicked out here. I
Yeah.
want you to be scared of God. You know what I'm saying? And I
Yeah.
want you to always know you can run to God.
That's right.
You know what I'm
That's right.
saying?
That's
Or you
right.
could go and be able to come to me because I can get you there faster. You know what I'm saying? I'm a
Yeah.
speed. So
Yeah.
so I just think that, and instilling that into our seeds, because the demographic right now of the killers is 15, 16, 17 years old.
Talk about it.
That's who hitting the corner, and the guns are bigger than them. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Facts.
So first we need to give them something more appealing than
Mm-hmm.
that. But
Yeah.
we also need to scare them with the repercussions of what's gonna happen, because God gonna do you worse than a gunner do you. You feel what I'm
Talk
saying?
about it.
Because he'll keep you alive and teach you a lesson. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I just thank God for sparing my life in situations. You know what I'm saying? Sparing my life recently. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Sparing my life and removing that thought out of the killer's mind. You know what I'm saying? So we
Yeah.
gotta start. We gotta start from the bottom
Yeah.
for the
Yeah.
ones that don't got clothes to wear to church. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? Thank God for the ones that don't got no internet. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And for those that's so bitter, they don't want to hear nothing. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's like a lot of things that we're responsible for before we even go to the church. You know what I'm saying? We
Yeah.
can do this. We can do this. We can domesticate and do this here around our communities. And I
Yeah.
think that's what we need to have challenges like that. Like, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? My friends that I got right now, my
Yeah.
homeboys, they go to church with me.
Yes.
Or else
Yes.
you want the fruits of my rap label, you won't reap none of them.
Wow. Wow.
You feel what
Yeah,
I'm
that's
saying?
good.
So I think bridging that gap, D, we gotta bridge that gap. This bridging the gap.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Cause I know I look, ain't nothing really than me when it comes to it. Cause I don't got no filter when what God did for me. What God did for me, God took some and gave me a gift. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
get to open my gift from God every day. I get the I got a mouthpiece. I can rap. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
doing that song with Otis, I just made sure I ain't curse. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And I asked God to give me the words to say, what I need to say. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
And you got gangsters on my page. Well, I needed that. You know what I'm
I
saying?
saw that. Yeah, I saw it. Yep. I saw
Yeah,
that.
like we need that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So if we can just show them that life better.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't worry about what the pastor doing. Don't worry about, you know what I'm saying? I learned that young, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I never judged the messenger, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So I think this bridging the gap, and that's going that's when it's gonna change, and you're gonna see the world shift. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Because
Mhm.
if we looking at it, it looks like the end.
Look, it is. Like,
It's Sodom and Gomorrah all over again.
it's real.
It's in your face.
It's all in your face.
It's all in your face. So
Yeah.
what we have to do as, you know what I'm saying, you got to do some damage control. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And the
Yeah.
damage control, the ones that really got the power is these young black boys out here with
Yep.
no that's misled. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. And I think the biggest thing is being able to, like what you're doing right now, is share your testimony. I think we all
Yeah,
like to get quiet, or we are ashamed of what we've experienced or what we've gone through. But that testimony literally is a blessing to somebody else who may, to your point, may feel shameful. I don't want to go to
yeah,
church if they knew what I did. But like the biggest thing I think on my journey and my walk with God is examining my heart. Number one, sharing my testimony. You know what I'm saying?
uh-huh,
Because there's things about me, like we just left church Sunday and our pastor had an amazing sermon, but I had to look back and I was like, I thought I was all right. You know what I'm saying? I thought I was
right,
upstanding. You know what I'm saying? But then there's some things about me that, your girl, we from Florida, I could get hot.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna get
right,
with
right,
you. And I was
right,
like,
right,
Lord, help me out. Cause sometimes my heart, I still harbor anger. I still harbor hate at times. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? And being able to share with someone and say, look, man, every Sunday I go to church, I'm reading my Bible, I'm walking to God, but sometimes I'm falling short here. And being
right,
able to identify and not try to be like self-righteous. You thinking you got it all together, and really you don't, and you miss the opportunity
yeah.
to
But
to correct.
we don't want to do. We want to do the things that feel good. We want to keep those
Right.
things.
What
It's like,
sound good. Yeah.
yeah, like you want to keep those. I want to keep that vice. Like
Yes.
we'll do the easy stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
In our walk, we'll do the easy stuff and the stuff that the change is uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying?
Talk
So we want
about
to do
it.
the easy stuff, and we want to do. If we change, we want to do it at our pace. You know what I'm saying? When God might want you to do it right now.
Right. When I
So
say rat now, come on with it. Go ahead.
right. So that's why I think, and that's why I know. That's not what
Yeah.
I think. That's what I know. That's where we at. We are.
Yeah.
Worldly. We worldly energized and spiritually lazy. We don't want
Mm.
to do the things that we don't want to do the things that's gonna be impactful. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You
Yes.
rather ride around. You rather ride around with the money than instead of because it feel good instead of putting it in the bank.
Right. Talk about it. Talk
You want
about
to show
it.
the 100,000, like you know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
Instead of
Right.
putting it in the bank where it's safe and you can push it, move it, and show that you making money, right? You
Talk
know what I'm
about
saying?
it.
With the change and with the maturity, you know what I'm saying? I think, you
Yeah.
know, I'm getting in it. I'm getting in as an adolescent. I gotta mature into my spiritual walk. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
think me and God's relationship is really strong. You know what I'm saying? He been doing things and revealing things in my face and showing me, look. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
You asked me to do this for you. You know what I'm saying? When I got to your blessing, when I
Mm-hmm.
got to your petition, you know what I'm saying? I stamped it and sent it down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's where I think I'm going right now. So I'm just be trying to show people like, hey, this what I'm doing right now. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's good.
This
And
time.
this is the last question, Boo, because I know we got to move on. But
Okay.
let's talk about any other new projects that you got. We know we got Otis, we got Blessings. What else we working on, friend and family?
Um, I ain't gonna tell y'all about my secular stuff, but I'm doing a lot of things with Church
Okay.
by the Glaze.
Okay.
I really, really want to start a gospel label.
Okay.
Um, like something and then bring that funky in. You know what I'm saying? I want to
Mm-hmm.
bring that funky and no shade to look crazy, none, but I'm gonna bring that real,
Get with red
you know?
tips. Get with red tips. You know
Yeah,
who
I'm
that
gonna
is?
who nah.
I'm gonna send you his info. Red tips from Florida too. Caleb Gordon. It's a few of. I got you, family. We gonna
We
get it
need to
right.
get in. We need to
We gonna
get
get it
in
right.
now. You feel
That's
me?
all Florida
So
stand up. Yeah.
yes. So like I do wanna I just wanna fall deeper in love with God, you know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
wanna you know what I'm saying, the record blessings, I think that's the start. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. He just waiting on us, ain't it? Just waiting on us to
Yeah, he
fully
just waiting
surrender
on
and do
us.
it. Yeah. Fully surrender
Right,
and
right.
fully
And
surrender.
I think that's the word, surrender.
Yeah.
That's the word. That's the word they're
Yeah.
scared of too. They
Yeah.
scared of that word too, just totally giving it up. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? And you know how many times I done did that? Lord, I give my heart to you, Lord. I'm about to get sentenced. You know, you about to get sentenced. I'm about to get sentenced. I'm like, look,
Everybody cried out the Lord. Your mom in the background. You up there, Lord
I'm
Jesus.
telling
Why?
you.
Everybody on the Lord trip
Listen,
that day. Listen.
listen. So, but yeah, like, so I think we gotta do some more of the work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And I'm willing to do the work. So I'm gonna be doing more records with Otis Kemp. You know what I'm saying?
Good.
I think we might do like a little EP or something
Dope.
together. But yeah, man. Thank you for this platform.
Absolutely, brother.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, we're going to get it together, brother. We're going to do some big things for the kingdom of God. And I look forward to more interviews, more artists, the more, connecting you with some of the Florida connects, because I'm going to tell you, Red Tip's going to get you. And I'm going to send you a song in a few minutes and you're going to ride out to it. I'm going to put you on a few boys from Florida who got that Florida sound, because we know what we're talking about right now. There we go. All right. So I'm going to send you that. And then I appreciate